Just outside of there, yeah. I've got some friends there, and also in North Georgia. We're going to stop in and see them. But it's any place is cooler at night than this right here. Yeah, it's just nice to get away. All right, so there's our plane line, and this is you doing this another time kind of slow. But when you watch this, you'll be surprised at the speed. Which is not picking on you, I'm just saying that this was. I'm doing it one more time slow, and it's like, okay, whatever you say, Brad. But that goes a little faster. But here's our checkpoints. We want to basically, as we go back, we want to keep that right arm as straight as possible. That's about perfect. And then gradually the right arm begins to fold, and as it folds, it should point to the ground. And you see it has the habit of going that way. So I would go to the quarter position, which is right here, and then say, okay, now what has to happen? That right arm can stay as straight as possible, and I have to get up to the half. I have to get to 90 degrees at the half, but I don't have to let this elbow go behind me like it used to.
So should the right hand be turning upward?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit, but mainly it's the elbow. Your elbow is going much further out than what the hand is doing. The hand's really not doing a bad thing, but the elbow needs to go down. So again, look at it from right here at that quarter, and we'll go ahead and get, this is beautiful hand action here with Anthony, so I'll use him. So just about perfect at that quarter. Now watch his right elbow, and it points more downward as it gradually folds up. So it's hard to quantify that because it's just a process. It's like, what angle does your left hand or left leg have when you walk forward? Well, it's, how many points of reference do you want here? But this is definitely pointing a little bit more downward and still staying extended. And so it's not pointing totally down, but it's more down than out. And watch your elbow. It wants to, from that point, it wants to go outward instead of downward. Although that's a whole lot better than it was. It just needs to be a little bit more downward, a little less outward. So once we get to the half, your elbow has now reached your back, and his elbow hasn't because it's pointing a little bit more downward. But that's better. But a little bit more downward with the elbow would give you the checkpoint we're really looking for, which is here. So if you don't stop and check it from here to here, you'll be in the habit of doing that repeatedly no matter what you know differently. That's what you're in the habit of doing. So I would take it to here, which is perfect, and go from here to here and check to make sure this is perfect. And that way, if you go from here, there's the proper folding action. Not folding up like I just did, but keeping that straight and letting it work downward. Yeah, I have not overcome that myself. But perhaps I should explain that I'm just about perfect at the top with the extension. So it's just an idiosyncrasy. I'm not using that as an excuse. I'm just saying it hasn't been salient for me, or I would have tackled it. It doesn't really affect anything. So that elbow needs to be a little bit more downward. But since you got the better idea, notice how now we're coming back down to a much better position. And now your belt buckle should be moving forward. Let me get him to that same spot and impact him. Watch how his belt buckle stays connected as he goes through. Can you see an invisible spring? As his arms go through there, the belt buckle's connected, being pulled out. Just has to be worked on. You can work on that with that belt buckle drill where you have the club connected to your belt buckle and choke your way down here and go 3 feet back and 3 feet through, and that would be a good drill. We didn't get around to doing that, but that would be a good drill, the one that I showed you there. And also, when you're doing that, I would get the feeling of that being totally connected. And it's not that we want to keep the hands or the end of the club connected to the belt buckle. We want to keep the belt buckle connected to the end of the club. So that's a small distinction, but it's important. You're still a little flat-footed there at that point. But elbow's working better, more down. But with the help of the belt buckle going forward, we'll be even more down. Even better. Okay, so that's really good. Like I said, if you go slower, you'll be able to get it even better. In front view, you got a little bit more of an angle here. A little better angle than you had before. Again, now as you go back, taking it back with a little bit more with the body on the backswing, you get a little bit more width in here now than you had before, because you're turning better, and because you started with a little better lean. And there at that halfway back point, look at how much better your right elbow is pointing more downward and less again, a better pivot. So the arms help the pivot help the arms. They're very interrelated, obviously. And that's a great half position to just check that at that point. So now you can actually hit shots half to half. Now watch me go through 3 feet. Belt buckle needs to be connected to that string. But you were focusing on the angle, so that's too big. But it definitely should work together like I was showing you.
Actually, I was focused on getting that club out and not
Not to whack
myself.
yourself.
I think I was whacking myself anyway.
I was black and blue for months using that thing because I didn't have sense enough to do these small swings first and get it right. I was just incredulous. I couldn't do it. I mean, I sit here and tell people how to do it. It's like, why can't I do this right away? But I just obviously had a bad habit. So watch his belt buckle connection through the ball. See his left arm stays connected to his chest. And then as he comes through there, 2 or 3 feet through, the belt buckle is the same relationship. So it's like an invisible string. Now the angle changes a little bit as the arms extend. That's why 3 feet to 3 feet, 100% connection with the belt buckle. After that, you get into that nebulous area there that is still connected, and his belt buckle's out in front. Whereas we get you into that quarter position, and we need the left arm connected a little bit more, which would have that elbow point a little bit more down.
I can see my butt's
Yep,
back.
need to get the belt buckle all the way out to that point. Would be about right. But again, you're thinking about not whacking yourself, so it's hard to coordinate all this. It's like if I ask you to rub your stomach and pat your head and kick your left foot and twiddle your right, wrinkle your right toes at the same time. You could do that if you did it one step at a time, but trying to do it all at once would be absurd. So now this was, I don't know what, I think this was hitting a shot with the rib beater. Or is it? Can't tell. No, this is just doing the technique. There you go. There you're starting to feel the connection to the body. So real good connection, really good right arm position. Not perfect as we saw from the back, but way better. And now as we get down to here, look how much better the lag is. And now the better we work the body, the more the lag's retained. And the rib beater kind of forces you to use a little upper body just to avoid the injury there. But like I say, when we go to this, when we go to the, oh, here's a ball. So this is chipping technique, and let me show you. I'll put me next to you here using this same chipping technique. Somewhere in here. Chip, there we go. So I got the ball back in my stance. I've got the weight leaning forward. See the left shoulder's leaning out over the left side. Opposite of the reverse K. And then I'm going to get a little wrist cock going back. Cocking the wrist and then not uncocking. So it's kind of like a sliding typewriter. A lot of times on chips I will let the left arm leave the chest. But then if I'm incorporating the turn of the belt buckle, I try to keep that connected. But the main thing for you is not to release that right wrist. Very good lag. Very good. That's excellent. See, I'm just exaggerating a little bit is all, but this is great. It's pointing at the left hip, keeping that left arm a little bit more connected. And as you go past a couple feet, it's really not a chip anymore. It's more into the pitch category. And the pitch would look like, the difference between the chip and the pitch would be here. I've got the ball more in the middle of the stance to slightly forward, and I'm trying to loft this up as high as possible. So there's my backswing. There's my downswing. See how the hands are really leading? And then the belt buckle responds, and I keep that connection in the left arm. So everything turns through. So that's because the belt buckle was connected to the club. And then if we're looking at a pitch from this side, it's the same plane. It's just there's very little centrifugal force. So we're on plane. See, again, that right arm could be much straighter than that. But as it gets down to impact, it straightens back out, so it's academic. Annoying for me, but it's academic. And then here as I come through, I'm not letting that right wrist release at all, so the club stays right out in front of me. And I'm keeping a lofted face on the club to loft this up very high on a small shot. So that shaft is pointing left over to the hip, but the belt buckle has responded, pulling me off the right foot there a little bit. Now centrifugal force would change that dramatically. So centrifugal force would pull my hands out here and pull the club over here. But this is exactly the same technique as you'd use on a driver. The difference is centrifugal force makes it look different. So that what you're learning here applies to every club in the bag, other than obviously the chipping technique. That's a little weird. board drill is super helpful to do this. Basically, I'll show you me doing the board drill here on a bigger swing, impact board. So I'm about 1 club length ahead there, and I'm going ahead and taking it back to what is for me, a pretty full swing. You could have a little bit more width there as usual, a little more width there. But then at the top of the swing, I got pretty good width. And then as this comes down, watch how much lag I have to miss the board at that close of a proximity. And I'm awfully close to it there, but I can't get my hands any more further ahead than that. So I've managed to miss the board and take a divot after the ball. Very good impact position, and then the belt buckle goes with me and then turns right on through. So I don't have enough athletic ability to walk and chew gum, so I know you can learn how to do this. It's just a matter of doing it. And if you break it down into pieces, which is the cool thing about golf to me, because nobody's going to teach me how to be a basketball player. When I was a kid, they couldn't. They tried. But golf, I could break it down. It could be learned one step at a time. And you've got athletic abilities much more than I do. So this is a great chipping technique. You got it back in your stance, your weight's leaning forward. You cock the wrist. And as we come through, we maintain it. And you see how it's passing your hand just a little bit. So that right wrist released a little more than we want. Way better than it was before, though, so huge improvement. Just be mindful of what we're striving for. When we look at this, that's before, isn't it? Yeah, that's back to the beginning. Yeah, okay. So basically that's it.